My mic was muted. Thank God I checked. Okay. Oh, I should not close OBS. Hopefully my stream info actually updated beforehand. Okay. Anyway. Alright, we got Spotify on the stream. Need to remember not to minimize it. Okay, hang on. Let me check something with Game Maker first. I don't want to leak what I've been working on off stream if I can avoid it. Okay. So I believe we should be all good. I mean, technically, I leaked the name of it, but whatever. Really? Okay. Let's get an idea of what I've been doing. Just get this first run out of the way. Okay, just gotta wait for it to come up on stream. Alright. Okay. Okay. Actually doing pretty well today. Okay, I almost forgot how to do this one. Then I remembered that it helps to go through the top. Okay. Okay, and this is what I was working on last. So I still need to figure out how to put targets in this one. That is fair enough. Okay. Let's go to Haddon 58, which happens to be this boss. So this is all good. The attack itself is fine. So I was thinking, like, maybe we just spawn the targets manually. Like, we do a predetermined position. So like this. We'll just... So currently this will spawn it in a circle, which I don't really want to do. Instead, we're gonna spawn it in kind of just walls of targets. It'll be more obvious what I mean by that when I actually do this. So target X to start with is going to be 200. But then once it does this repeat, it'll set it to room width minus 200. So on the other side, oh, minus 200, right? We'll do room height divided by... Yeah, I think it'd be room height divided by... No. Divided by 5? Yeah. If we're doing evenly spaced. I guess we just copy this. Actually, no, we could do this here instead. So we'll just set it to 0 to start with. And then we add this every time. I think my Spotify might be a little bit quiet. Okay, to fix that. So yeah, I believe this is now okay. I think I can just do this. Oh, hang on, I forgot to do this. This is where it actually sets each of the positions. Oops. And it has to do it after the instance create. So... that said, I am now realizing this might be kind of unoptimal for... depending on the spawn zone. Because essentially what that does is it still randomizes the position, but then it just overwrites it. Which probably shouldn't be how it works. But for now, I'm just gonna solve this by making it so that there's phases like just don't have well they'll have a spawn zone essentially, but it'll be like a very urban one. Like that. We're also gonna essentially just copy this over. So phase 6 needs the same warnings as phase 1, which is technically phase 2. This is technically phase 7. But obviously it's a bit, though unintuitive, it's actually counted from 0. Okay, I believe that should be good to try, so let's see. I'm just gonna skip this. Okay, so that actually does show correctly. That's good. Okay, so currently, I feel like my main problem with this is that the targets spawn too close to the edge. Let's see. Okay, so where do we do this? Should be somewhere towards the start. Yeah, okay. So we could try going to like 400 instead. Actually, I think 320 would be a better starting place, I feel. See how that goes. Okay, that was a careless mistake, to be honest. I feel like that's not too bad in actuality, as long as I'm not making careless mistakes. We can try it again. Give it another test run. Ah, shit. So I'm finding it's typically not a good idea to, like, try and weave through them and get them all at once. Oh god. See if I can do it without getting hit. Because that's the main thing I want to make sure of. So, like, that typically isn't good. Do them all in one go. That went fine, though. We'll try it once again. Oops, I accidentally spawned a target. I mean, that just creates extra work for myself. Anything that would just prove even more that this attack is balanced if I do it. Okay, I'm actually him. Alright. I think that attack is fairly balanced. So now I need to figure out what to do next. Hello, JBR. The super boss is going pretty well, so I just finished up making an attack that I was sort of... I started last stream, but didn't really finish. So I just finished that. And now I need to try and make something new. It's kind of difficult. I don't know what I'm gonna do exactly. I'll have to think about it. Is there something I could potentially do here? Okay, I might have an idea. We're gonna copy this one. Gonna put it here. We're just gonna delete all of this. So instead of timer mod 60, we'll do timer mod 2. Tracking is going to be false. So we don't need a tracking delay. So then this is going to just be plus a random range. So we'll add an offset. Randomize the angle a little bit. So essentially right now this is just going to be like a fire breath attack. We'll see how it feels. We can just go from there. I may as well just give this, the first few phases, another playthrough. Just to showcase it. Hello, Johnson. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Okay. Oh god. I ran into the boss, which was kind of careless. Okay, so this is the latest attack that I finished making. Sort of go weave through. Oh, I forgot to set the max phases properly. Can you all say something? Sure. Go ahead. Apologize for any inconvenience caused here, digital artists, and offering commission work at reasonable prices. If I'm interested, you'd be happy to share a portfolio. Wait. I'm going to assume that you're... Yeah. So you came in here last time with, like, the same thing. And I already told you, like... Well, maybe not last time, but a few... Yeah, a few days ago, they came in with, like, the same thing. And I already told them I wasn't interested, so I'm pretty sure that's spam. Yeah. Unfortunate, but... It is what it is. Alright, let me fix this. Just move on, move forward. Now we can... Yeah, if they're genuine, they would just ask to send a link to their socials to see their artwork, exactly. And like I've had other accounts that come in and do like the same thing. So it seems to be like a common scam within like the VTuber community. Especially since like here's kind of the funny thing is that last time when they did the same thing more or less, essentially like I didn't even say anything to them about it being a scam, but they themselves said, "Oh, do you think I'm a scam?" And that to me was just weird because, you know, like when did scamming enter the equation in that conversation? Right? It's like, hold up. That's a bit suspicious that you would just suddenly bring up, you know, me accusing you of being a scam when that's not what I did at all. Anyway, that was like the fire breath thing. I don't know if that's necessarily good on its own. Hi, I am a human. Do you think I'm a human? Exactly. Yeah, that was kind of the vibe. Definitely very suspicious. Actually may have an idea of how I could make this attack a lot cooler. Let me just see how this goes for now. Just testing the speed of it more or less. So that feels fine. You can like sort of weave back and forth. So, what I was thinking is of this. Yeah, the struggle is really hoping after holidays with partner you get your art going. But in no way would you try and sell stuff to a channel person that has no interest in that stuff. Yeah, exactly. Like, you're not really gonna get anywhere by doing that. Especially since, like, I forget if I forget if I just said this last time. Or I forget if I said this when I was talking about my previous experience with that account, but like the first time I declined because I just don't really have the means to commission art anyway. So like that was why I turned it down. I didn't even, you know, it gave me the vibe that it was a scam, but even then I didn't even like call them out for that. I just said I don't really have the means to afford like commissioned art right now. So like for them to come back is definitely a bit you know, not that great. Okay, so here's where I'm gonna make this deviate a bit. I'm gonna do if time of mod 2 equals 0. We're essentially going to make it so that there is variable speeds for the fire. Set acceleration to 0 as well. So now this attack should essentially be the fire breath, but some of the fire ends up being very slow. And the cool thing about that is that means it's going to basically set up, I guess, sort of a hazardous field. Like that. Maybe it's a bit too dense right now. Might be the only problem. I think the fire is a little bit too dense. Okay. That's alright, I can fix that. Okay, so instead I'm gonna have this as like a mod 2. Yeah, you like the idea, but it should be slightly less. Yeah, I agree. So we're gonna do. Actually, how about we just do this? Just half the spawn speed. I also will need to make sure that it actually has like adequate lifetime on the bullets, since as you can see they're kind of despawning prematurely, but other than that, the attack itself seems okay. And like it has enough freedom that I can be creative with where I place the targets. Even if I kinda suck at it. Oh god. So then, I suppose we should do lifetime here. And only extend the lifetime if it's necessary. Sort of like this. Also, gonna get water. Hang on. Have to get all the way back to that attack again. You can kind of spiral like this, which I don't necessarily like. This is a little bit too powerful to just be able to spiral. Whoops. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe we just don't constrain the second one to a random direction, or to to like a semi-random direction, we'll just randomize it completely. We'll do inst directional angle, just completely randomize it. Okay, yeah, so now you got some more randomized fire, which is good. This is cool. So we'll see how that feels when we actually spawn some targets in as well. So this should actually be an ore in here, just to optimize this a bit better. The random is random, but it doesn't give you much control to tune it the way you want. It does give variety though. Yeah. I think it's fine for now though. We're also gonna add an additional ore here for phase 7. We're also gonna add the indicator for this. That essentially means we're just gonna copy this one. This for phase 7. Here we're gonna make it 29. Oh god. So, the cat is here. Our house cat. And she is causing trouble. She is on my desk. I may have to go get her. Actually, she seems to be just chilling out now. Okay. I will leave the cat. Anyway. Back to what I was trying to test, I suppose. I feel like it could be a little bit faster. Like, the slur fire could be slightly faster. I even just make it 3.5. It doesn't necessarily have to be an integer. Skip the rest of these. That feels a lot better. Oh god. Try that again. Just to see if it really feels fair. Oh god. And maybe I'm just bad though. Right. Okay, so this is the attack to test. Okay, I think it is a bit too spread out. So let's try reducing this to a random offset between 35 and, or really just negative 35 and 35. So a range of 70 degrees instead of a range of 90. I keep forgetting to skip the attack as usual. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I see it's actually beneficial to... Oh god. I don't know. So it's beneficial to actually stay in, I guess, the corner for a bit. That's kind of a problem, though, is the fact that it can spawn in the middle. I forgot to account for that. I think I have an image I could use for this, like a spawn zone. So we're gonna use image 15 instead. which I believe has already been used a couple of times in this fight, but yeah, so it's used like there as well. Yeah, I've got to account for the fact that the boss more or less stays in the middle. So that could maybe make the attack a little bit better. Oh god. Once again, I still don't like that I seem to be unable to do that attack without getting hit. Like, I think that's an issue. Okay, that was fine. I have to like slightly nerf the attack of the, oh sorry, the speed of the fire breath. Like the fast one. I feel like that's kind of the problem right now, is it's too easy to just get almost meleeed by the fire. Like, it was fine there. Once again. I may just need to test this more. See if I can do it again. Okay, nah. I'm gonna nerf this to a speed of 10. Also gonna go shut the door. Okay. Got to full screen. Also, I need to fix that attack as well. I think it's like attack 4? But essentially, the problem with that attack is that it sometimes spawns the fire already in the room, which is not great. Because it should be... Okay, hang on, let me just fix this. Rather than just explaining it. Which attack is it? It's like... No, not that one. Hang on. Oh, it's before this. I'm pretty sure. Wait, no, it's not. Okay, hang on. Okay, here it is. So this should just be creating it at the room width divided by 2. So the center of the room. Because otherwise, if the boss is in a corner, it doesn't spawn the fire correctly. It's essentially what the problem is. I'm just gonna reset and skip the phases correctly. I forgot that I was meant to check if it's actually spawning things correctly now. Okay, so this is better. Oh god. Even though I really messed it up. Let's just give this another full run. See how I'm feeling about the difficulty. Lead him over there. Okay. Haven't been hit yet. So of course I wouldn't want to jinx it. Ah, shit. I did in fact jinx it. Probably not good. Oh god. I forgot I can't just sit still in this boss. It is very ruthless. Okay, so I'm figuring this this boss is gonna wrap up pretty soon after the latest attack that we're making. It is definitely reaching the difficulty requirement. God. Right back, gonna put your iPad on charge and update the OS. Hopefully when you're back I'll still be streaming. Yeah, likely. I plan to go somewhat long today. since I want to finish this off. I was even thinking of playing a bit of Monster Hunter later, but we'll see about that. Okay, let's just skip these. I really need to stop making that mistake. Okay, let's see. Give this another try. Okay, that went fine. Okay. Just gonna get a tissue quickly. A little bit congested, but we push on anyway. Okay. I feel like for now this is fine. I kind of want to reduce the speed a bit more though. Or sorry, increase the boss speed a bit more in the next phase. We'll do if phase equals 8. We're gonna just make this like 10. Let's just see what kind of speed we're talking about here. Just so we can sort of get a feel. Oh, I forgot to change the maximum amount of phases, so it's not gonna work. Unless I do that. Hello, Zal. Welcome, welcome. Hope you've been good. Oh, God. Okay, I suck. Ugh. Alright. So I just want to see how fast this is. Good news is that you're charging it. Bad news is it needs at least 20% to update the OS, so you'll watch me for now. Fair enough. Okay, so yeah, this is quite fast, but I feel like if I made the right sort of pattern, this wouldn't be too bad. Though I don't want something too precise. I'm honestly thinking we just do a very straightforward, like, pattern of fire from the top. Could be cool. Um... Okay, I have an idea. So, where do we do the... Ooh. Okay, it's this one. So basically gonna do this, but reverse it. Not reverse it, but we're gonna put it... We're gonna make it so that it comes from the ceiling instead. Gonna do minus... However... Minus 28. This is a banger, by the way. Songer is kind of crazy. Go divided by 16. Actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this here. Then instead we'll just not do the math initially. That saves me from having to do that. So then we'd essentially copy this over, do X offset instead. And then here we can just get rid of this. And now, we just do this. And now, instead of this... Okay, actually, no, we're gonna do this based on the directional angle. So, 270 should be directly downwards. We're not gonna bother doing a speed variable. They're gonna have this at 4 to start, but it's gonna have some very big acceleration. So, all there is to plan. I'm gonna reduce this to 12 for now. Actually, I don't even need to repeat this, do I? Because I just want one wall of fire. So then I could set this here. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Also, this is really unoptimized, I'm now finding out. Like, I don't even need this here either. Or at least I shouldn't. Gonna take these away. Lifetime is gonna be 240. So for now, I think this should be good. So what this should essentially do, if I've programmed this correctly, is it should just spawn rows of fire from the top. And I'm realizing that the position of the rows aren't going to be randomized, but we can fix that soon. Yeah, so like this. That's cool. I like this. Ah. Unfortunate. We might take away one additional bullet. We'll do room width divided by 11. And then we're also going to randomize this. It's going to be x offset minus random room width divided by negative 11 to 0. Oh, random range. So now it should actually somewhat randomize the position of the fire. Okay, that is not what I expected to happen. It's kind of cool. The only problem is that it never spawns on the left side for some reason. I'm wondering why. Um, okay, hang on. I may have an idea of why. I'm gonna need to redo how it does the calculation for this. It's gonna be 0. Okay, hang on. I need to think about this for a second. And I have pulled up Sprite so that we can figure this out. So say that there's 3 bullets. So you have 3 bullets. You want them to spawn at equal distances. And you want each end to be off the screen. Or to be at the edge of the screen. So this is the room width divided by 2 between each. Okay. But we're starting at 0. We increase it, then we increase it. Okay. So we're gonna start at 0. It should... Okay, I think I understand now. So let's just set this to 0 for now, just to make sure that I've calculated this out correctly. Okay. So if I've done this correctly, it should make it so that the fire spawns on each side of the screen. Okay. So yeah, you can see that there's fire all the way to the right and all the way to the left now. Which is correct. That's exactly what I want. So... as for how we follow that up... I feel like I might just reduce this again. Like, just reduce the projectile count slightly. Oh my god, Ichi. I summoned you. Let's go. Sudden chat karaoke. Yeah, it was good. I hope you're doing well. It's funny because I was actually thinking about it, like... I remember when you sent that one playlist to Jinx, like, I think you mentioned how the Sonic Frontiers soundtrack was good. Or how you liked it. It was either on your playlist or someone else's playlist. You love this song, but Himbers was dissing it? That's a big L for Himbers, honestly. Damn. This isn't even the only one on the playlist, by the way. I haven't even played the game, but I did listen to the soundtrack back when it released, so... like, I know that Undefeatable is, like, the popular one, quote-unquote, but... if you ever need VGMs, you got me. Yeah. So... There's a lot of, like, video game OSTs on here, though. Like, I just want to look at this just to see. So, like, I've got Doom on here. I've got Calamity mod, like Terraria Calamity mod. Got like a little bit of Ultra Kill. I've got an Undertale Yeller song on here. Guilty Gear as well. Let's see. What else? I've got some like Project like Madness Combat, Project Nexus. I haven't even played all of these games. I just found these soundtracks by association, essentially. If you have any of these, you love me automatically. Xenoblade, Normal Heroes, Tekken, Yakuza, YS. So I don't have any of those, but I don't have any of those on this playlist. But I have heard a bit of Xenoblades in particular, and Yakuza as well. What's that one? There's actually, God, now I'm like sidetracked. Is the Yakuza soundtrack on Spotify? I remember there's one from Like a Dragon that I really like. Oh, okay, potentially. Hang on. We may be cooking. You only use YouTube Music? Okay, hang on. I'm really trying to find the soundtrack. I'm sorry for the silence. I completely forgot the name of it. Am I gonna have to... Well, Receive You is good. Like, that's a classic. God damn it. Let me see if I can look this up. There is one specific track I want to find right now. God damn it. Receive You has 40 versions. Oh, okay. I think... So the one I'm thinking of is Massive Punks. I don't know if that's on Spotify. Let me see. Okay, not that I can see. It might just be like a translation thing. Hang on. No, okay, I can't find it. Sorry. I will bring back the music now. No more awkward silence. Interplanetary Spark is a good one too. Let me see if that's on here. Alright. We'll listen to this. I'll give you a chance. I'm throwing you a burn here. Okay, yeah, this slaps. This is good. The riff is nasty. It is pretty good, yeah. I definitely do like the lead. Oh shit. So enough music talk. How's the game progress going? It's been good. So I finished up this attack from last time. I forgot if you were here for this or not, but I started working on this attack. So before I didn't have the targets set up. So I fixed that. God damn it. Okay. I also made this attack. So it sort of shoots out some like slur fire while... Ooh. While chasing you down with like fast fire. And then it speeds up again. And this is gonna be like the last little bit of the fight. Is just a few attacks with like this real sped up like movement from the boss. So very frantic. Okay. Have I ever played Fury before? No. So I talked about this a bit one time in your stream, actually. In fact, speaking of, let me shout out your stream. Ichi is very good. Big recommend for Ichi. If anyone is not following him already. You probably forgot. So I haven't played it, but I have watched like most of it. And the soundtrack definitely slaps. Means a lot that you like my, or that I like your. Bleh. I can't talk. Means a lot that I like your stuff. Yeah. I mean, likewise. I'm glad to have you here. Good to see you. Some cool stuff for real. Yeah. I just realized this is older playing. That's kind of dangerous. You know, speaking of Fury soundtrack, may as well play some Compita Brut. Media produces all your idols, actually. Yeah, I mean, I definitely do try as a creative. I'm doing what I can. Alright, so I think... What do I want to do for this one in terms of targets? Miyazaki is your god, yeah. I mean, I can agree with that. I really like the Souls games. If you mean that Miyazaki. I don't know, that's multiple, right? Like, I forget, I think... Isn't... I'm trying to think of, like, all the different Miyazakis there are. I think... Wasn't... Isn't the person who made, like, Evangelion, like, also Miyazaki, and then there's, like, the Ghibli guy, Miyazaki, and then there's, like, the Souls Miyazaki. I want to say that those are, like, the main three I know. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, there's a few Miyazakis, but only one matters. Which is... I mean, to me, the answer is obvious. Like, I'm a video gamer through and through. I don't really watch anime or, like, movies. So... I'm definitely more of a Souls Miyazaki guy. Used to watch anime way more, but now you game way more since you have less time. Yeah, I guess that's an interesting perspective. I don't know if I'd necessarily say that was the case for me, personally. I mean, not that it really matters, right? Like, you know, do what you want to do, honestly. Like, I don't watch anime, but you know, if people want to watch anime, like that's all on them. Like, I have no issues with that. For me, it's more or less that I really struggle to just sit down and watch something. Like, I'm very much a multitasker, as well as, like, I always feel like I have to be doing something, you know? Like, I hate having my hands free, essentially. Like, I always feel like I have to be doing something with my hands in order to be using my time correctly. Feel like you have to watch a certain amount of anime to be a VTuber. So, like, I've watched a little bit. Like, I did talk about, like, I watched a bit of, like, Dragon Maid, like, just the first season. Um, let's see. I mean, as a kid, I also watched various Pokemon animes. Like, back when they were on Netflix, which I don't really have Netflix anymore, but uh, when I was a kid on like my parents' Netflix account, I would watch like Birth the Black and White Pokemon anime and like the original series. I watched both of those like completely through. Birth pretty good, honestly. Black and White anime gets a lot of shit, but I don't know. I feel like it's not that bad. I don't know. The Ichi dracoraz anime arc might be coming soon. Maybe. I mean, once again, the biggest problem for me is I just always feel like I have to be doing something with my hands. Right? It's very hard for me to sit down and watch something. So, alright, so we're gonna set this to room height. Gonna put this like 300 from the... No, we should put this 400. I feel like it's good. If you ask me to watch, that's no negotiation. Alright. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. I don't know. Don't count on it. I'm gonna do this. I think I even need... Oh. Gonna bring those back. I think I may as well just set this here. Also, you can't wait until I hit affiliate. I know, like I'm pretty excited about that too. Like I was thinking about that, honestly. Like I don't know, that's a lot of like really cool affiliate stuff. Like it's not even a thing of like, oh, I want to make money or whatever. But like I don't know, like with affiliate you got like channel points. You got like still like the follower emotes for free. You can make like predictions, polls. Like, I look forward to it for sure. DM you when you hit it so you can beat Ichi. I I don't know, man. I mean, ultimately, like when I hit affiliate, like assuming I don't just blow up out of nowhere, which I highly doubt I will. But assuming I don't just randomly blow up out of nowhere, I mean, both of you would probably end up with a founder's badge. So, like, you know, don't worry about it too much. You're not the first to riot. Also, I realized I kind of glanced over it. Hello, Etta Jinx. Oh my god, it's playing the song again. Okay, I would let this play out, but this already played like a minute ago, so we'll go to a different Sonic soundtrack. Been lurking since you started. Well, thank you for that. I didn't realize, but yeah. Skip this one? Really? Do you not like this one? The song is too angsty. Hey. Come on. Whatever. Stealthy cat girl. Half the lyrics are always the beast inside. Fair enough. you love that song, DM me first. You're doing a good job at selling yourself here. I'll think about it. Alright. God. I'm spending too much time memeing around. Ooh. I'll give you straight there, which is better, honesty or lies. So, hang on. Wait, I'm lost. Do you mean between like undefeatable and the one that we just skipped? Like break through it all? Yeah, Terror Remix. Indeed. I have a bunch of lyrics on here, actually. Which is probably not very surprising. Considering my fixation on Toho and Fumers. I definitely do like Toho. And I guess it also says a lot that I am making a bullet hell game. Oh god. Ah, I suck. Hang on. Let me just skip to the attack I'm trying to test. Really like Falcone's version of this song. I mean, okay. I know which musician you're talking about. I don't know. I find that a lot of, you know, like, no hate, of course, but I find that a lot of, like, Falcone's music, to me, it just kind of blends together. Like, I don't know. Hang on. I'm gonna catch up with chat real quick. Owen was her. That is not correct. It's literally in the title. It's Flowering Night, or as people would probably more so know it as Night of Nights, or you know It's hard to explain, but essentially the original is called Flowering Night. After stream on mobile, it'll pause if you play a video or audio. Oh, hang on. Also a really nice Christmas mix you found? Hang on. Def misses sometimes, but he also hits really hard too. Horizontal line fire attack was cool because of the caterpillar stalking same time. Yeah, so that was sort of the intention, is, you know, obviously, like, the boss starts really slow. But then in this attack, it speeds up, and then it actually speeds up again, which I don't know if I'd showcased correctly, but Gets hungrier and faster, exactly. It's the very hungry caterpillar. Oh god. No, I think the chasing mechanics here are really cool. Because all the other bosses in the game don't really have contact damage at all. So this attack... it's still the same speed. But then it speeds up again. So like, even though these are kind of easy to make it through, becomes harder when you're trying to get the worm to go away. Or she. Most likely a she. I mean, honestly... So, here's the thing. I don't even know if this is gonna be... Because, like, all the other characters in the game are, like, more humanoid. Like, girls. Like, obviously very Toho-inspired. But for this one, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that. Like, this part of the raindrop enemies. You don't know if the order of each wave is right. Let me see. It's interesting. Nor of the order is right. Interesting. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Falcony did a remix of Ludwig's theme from Bloodborne, which you love. Sent the Christmas remix. Alright, let's peek this. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna need to like set up my audio for this as well. I'm gonna have to be... I guess I don't have to be that careful just because... I mean, that's her remixes. Her remixes typically aren't like a copyright concern. And let's... Like, I think I've heard the first one, so I'm gonna... I won't skip... I won't do that one just because I've heard this one before, but I will quickly play the second one, I guess. Hang on, let's see this. Alright. This is just gonna play through my desktop audio. Okay, this is kinda good. We'll see where this goes. Yeah, if it's remix, it should fall under parody. Probably, yeah. Yeah, this is cool. This is actually good. For sure. The piano gets you every time. I can understand that, yeah. Alright, that's probably enough of that though. It is not quite Christmas yet. Alright, yeah, Christmas is over. Back to the other playlist. Oh, right, I need to turn off my desktop audio. Alright, hang on, let's... Like, you think some of the harder waves are coming first? Maybe. That's fair enough. I do have to, like, rebalance this boss at some point. Halloween music can be year-round? Wait, do you actually mean, like, Halloween music, or do you mean Christmas music? I mean, really, both is true. I mean, Oh, okay, so you mean Halloween. Fair enough. Anyone in like the Hololive sphere would know Coroner playing Christmas music well outside of Christmas. So that is a thing that some people do. Um oh, okay. I don't feel like this attack is hard enough currently. Maybe we set this to like 40. Christmas and summer might be fun actually. So funny that you mentioned that because in Australia that is actually the case because you know like the hemispheres. Although of course we don't get like snow or anything in winter. In Australia you basically just get summer and slightly colder summer. Like currently it is winter, but it is like it is sunny outside. It was cold in the morning, like decently cold, but now it's basically back up to like a regular temperature. Gonna update the OS, be right back. Yeah, by all means, JBR. Go ahead. So yeah, we just it's constant summer here. We don't really have seasons. Alright. Let's see how this feels. Okay, I keep forgetting that I need to randomize the position on this. Oh god. Alright, I have an idea. So I'm gonna reduce the amount of bullets, but I'm going to also reduce the cooldown. And then we're going to somewhat randomize this position. So now they're going to be more spaced out, but a bit more frequent and actually like randomize the positions. We'll see how that feels. Okay, I made the same mistake that I did last time. I mean, I feel like this almost works. I actually kind of like that. Like having them not evenly spaced. And like it is a little bit on the easiest side for that attack, but I'm not necessarily against that. Given that that is also the first attack where the boss really speeds up. Like any attack where the boss speeds up like should be like decently simple in my opinion. Oh god. I suck. God damn it. I will have to go back and rebalance this boss once I have finished making the attacks. Okay, that was BS. Like, right then, I don't even think I could have done anything. I'm gonna try that, like, lost attack again. The one that I was making before. Yeah, this one. I kind of like having the fire spawn in randomized positions like that. Yeah, welcome back, JBR. Okay, let's... I feel like maybe the position of the targets might be the issue. I also want to try randomizing the speed a little bit. So we'd have to do inst.dsp. We'd basically do random 1. I don't want it to be too different. But I want it to be just kind of noticeable that some of them are slightly faster. So I think that's fine. I might quickly change this though. We'll do 6 targets instead. See how that feels. Oh, hang on. I forgot to actually test it. I skipped through it on accident. Yeah, so now you can actually notice a bit of a difference. There we go. I feel like that attack is fair enough. I'm gonna do like a full play of this boss just to see how I feel about the difficulty once again. Because I do kind of understand what y'all was saying about maybe the attacks being like a bit out of order due to like the difficulty. I feel like this one, like that one's easy, but it's kind of easy for the sake of introducing the tracking, like the tracking fire mechanic. So like that one's fine. That was kind of garbage. for that attack. This attack I feel like is a bit more consistent. Which makes sense because the pattern is predetermined. Oh god. I feel like that one may still be needing some work. Oh god. Yeah, easy tracking so you can follow it up with the harder tracking after. Exactly. That is game design. Introduce the mechanic in a safer space. Alright, so here, I might try changing this to room height minus 400. So having them a bit lower on the screen. The lost tracking one seemed really hard for sure, yeah. So let's take a look at... Which attack is it? I think it's this one. I think if anything, it's the speed that might be a bit too harsh. I might try turning down the acceleration. No, actually, the acceleration might be fine. I may just need to turn down the speed. May even add slightly more to the acceleration. You can set this to like mod 5. See how this feels. Okay, so it's this attack. I don't know, it's weird because the lack of bullets makes it look pretty easy, but I still feel like that one was kinda difficult. Oh god. Whoops. Try it again and see how I feel about it. Maybe I should just reverse the... Oh my god. I'm getting hit by this attack a lot. That might be an issue. We are now in balancing hell. We've made it. Alright. So it's attack 5, I believe. Yeah, here. Balancing is a chore, but it's important. Yeah, definitely. I playtest my game a lot, to be honest. And like, I kind of don't really do it on stream. But like, I can go to my home. So I actually, because I have the game integrated through Steam, it does track my hours. I have 164 hours in this game, which a lot of that is just playtesting. So, like, that's without, you know, the editing section of it. Like, that's just actually the amount of time I've had the game itself open. 164 hours. Now, that is across all of the updates. And it has been about 2 years since I first put the game on Steam. But then there was also like a year where I wasn't able to do anything. So it's approximately 164 164 hours of playtesting in 1 year of development, essentially. And that's not even like full time, really. I feel like that's also part of the reason why I keep forgetting to skip these first attacks when I'm trying to test something. Because normally, to be honest, I'd probably just do the entire fight from the beginning and, like, not skip anything. Just to make sure that I'm thoroughly testing everything. But I don't really do that on stream because, once again, I'm kind of concerned if that's something that people even want to watch. Like, I'm sure some people would be fine with it, but, you know, obviously I don't know if everyone is, so... Like, maybe some people wouldn't want to see as much of, like, the playtesting aspect. God. I feel like, if anything, this attack might be a bit too bad. See if I can fix anything with that. You stay for game dev, not really into watching streamers play video games unless they code. That's interesting to hear. Yeah. I definitely have also noticed, like, I tend to get... Like, obviously I don't like looking at statistics a whole lot, but I did find that I tend to get more viewership when I'm doing game dev, which is interesting to see and honestly kind of good to see because, you know, that's my work. So it's actually kind of a good thing to be able to work on stream and have people actually somewhat interested. Okay, let's look at this second attack. So this is already mod 6. I could bump that up to mod 7. Like the current gameplay portion, since it's me that entertains you. I'm glad to hear that, genuinely. I don't know, it's always been interesting because, like, obviously only recently have I really started taking streaming seriously. Because, like, I did stream, like, a bunch of other times, And I think even, like, that's some highlights still up on Twitch of, like, back in, like, 2020 or, like, 2021, where I was just playing Toho on stream. And, like, even after that, like, I would intermittently, like, go through periods of wanting to stream. But I find the main thing that has kept me going this time around is, like, honestly, the best piece of advice I've ever been given about streaming was to actually have a schedule. Because what I used to find back then is that I wouldn't retain any, like, viewership or anything. And, like, that was obviously very demotivating. But having a schedule has actually led to, you know, having people know when I'm streaming, and so people actually end up watching. So, yeah, definitely the best bit of advice that I've ever been given. Oh, God. Wow, I'm surprised I got hit by something there. Alright. Okay, I feel like that attack is pretty good. Although I did want to check the balancing of the second attack. I forgot if I already played through it or not. Oh, God. That attack might still be a bit not good. I have an idea. Yeah, schedules are big, even if it's a chore. Viewers come more when they know when to expect you. Yeah, exactly. Plus, they find you on a certain day and time. They are most likely for you around that day and time regularly. Yeah, and that's exactly it. Especially when you think, like, it wasn't even that I was just streaming on inconsistent days. It was inconsistent days and inconsistent times. Which essentially makes it so that the only people who can consistently catch your stream would be people in the same time zone, which is extremely limiting, right? So, like, the time that I stream at right now, like, I tend to catch, like, a lot of, like, later night people in, like, the United States. Um, And, like, if I was streaming even just a little bit later, like, anywhere between, like, 2 p.m. and, like, 2 p.m. and 10 p.m. for me, like, I would be missing a lot of those people. So, yeah, it definitely helps to stick to a time, is what I've found. Okay. First attack. Okay, we're gonna reduce the amount of bullets just by 1. Plus equals 360 divided by 14. Also gonna change this to 6 and change this to 0.25. This should hopefully make the first attack feel a lot better. So we can see how this makes the first two attacks feel. It doesn't feel significantly different. But in a way, I feel like that's good. That this doesn't feel significantly different to before. Oh god. Well, I was gonna say it's easier. It's easier if I actually move correctly. I will just retest that, though. So that felt fine. Now there is another attack here I need to revisit. Not this one. This one is still okay. It's this attack. This attack still has some bad moments, I feel. It's weird though, because I feel like some of the bad moments may just be caused by me missing targets and then having to go back for them. Like, maybe if I just aim correctly, it's fine. Being careless. God. We'll test that one again. So it's this one. So yeah, it feels like if I actually hit the targets first try, then that one isn't too bad. Even though it feels kind of bad. Is interesting. Wonder if there's like safe spots here. So that's kind of a safe spot. This is kind of a safe spot. Because this attack is predetermined. That's another thing I have to look out for. It's like safe spots. It's like that kind of works as a safe spot for a bit. Oh. Well, I just discovered a new bug. Which is good. It's good, actually. I'm glad that I discovered that bug, because now I can fix it. So yeah, the boss is just kind of gone now. So that's lovely. You just take a little stroll without being chased. Bug stomping. So like the funny thing here is the boss actually does still exist. Like you can see that it's still following me around. The issue is that the boss is invisible, and it basically just, in order to have the segments, it creates a bunch of bullets. It creates a bunch of bullets and then uses those as the segments of the boss. And essentially what I think I've run into here is a problem with differences in how running out of time works. So like I basically had to implement an override for like this specific boss, where I think, yeah, so it's essentially this is like what overwrites it. It actually checks to see if the sprite is like this boss's segments, and then only if it's not that sprite does it actually destroy it. But I forgot to implement this override for the timer running out. So I need to figure out where I even do this script. Is it here? Let's see. Where do I trigger if the timer is over? I guess the better thing to see would be, oh god, there is so much. Oh, there is so much stuff to check. Alright, god. Okay, let's just see if there's a timer variable somewhere. Okay. Text equals timer text. Okay, well where do I get the timer though? This cool, gotta fix stuff. Unfortunate it does that, yeah. I forgot if I read that already. I apologize. Well, this is a good lesson in why you always comment code. Because a lot of this I wrote a very long time ago, and now I have no idea where the timer all sits. Okay, is it in spawner? Let's check if it's here instead. Hang on, we go here. Actually, you know what would be big brain? So I need to find the sound that plays. I need to find the sound that plays when the timer is ticking down. Okay, so it's S&D underscore tick. And the reason I have to look for this is because this will show me where it is actually counting down. So if I just search for this sound, then I can just avoid having to manually search for it. Might be this, actually. Nope. Apparently not. Well, in that case, I have literally no idea. Dang it. How would I even... Okay, hang on. So this is the boss override. You're hanging on? Okay, you're hanging on. Good, good. Where do I set the boss timer? I don't think I actually set the boss timer in the boss. Like, it should be here, right? And let's see. So this is boss lock, which should be what triggers the higher amount of time. Okay, I'm wondering if I have miscategorized something, actually. I think so, because this is rbj_timer. I think this is exactly where the issue is. Okay, we found it. So there is an rbj_timer, and I need to copy... I need to copy this override into there. Which, of course, I've created more tech debt for myself by not just putting this in a script. But honestly, there's too many differences here to put it in a script anyway at this point. Like, that would just be a mess. Pop off, problem solver. Back, just eating ice cream. Ah, hope the ice cream was good. What flavor of ice cream did you get? It better not be chocolate mint. Better not be chocolate mint. For the record, I will say, like, obviously I don't have any cookies and cream. Oh my god, you're actually based. That's really based. That's my favorite flavor, actually. That's the funny thing. Yeah, cookies and cream, let's go. Wait, are we all cookies and cream best flavor gang? Rocky Road is just as good. I've never had Rocky Road. Wait, that's cool, actually. We are all cookies and cream enjoyers. Hell yeah. You love to see it. Okay, here we go. Here's where I need to copy and paste this override. Never had Rocky Road, Cinna. Oh, you like strawberry as well? That's good as well. Yeah, I agree. Strawberry is very underrated, in my opinion. Fudge brownie is your favorite, JBR? Ah. I can understand that. Strawberry is best milkshake. I don't know if I've had a strawberry milkshake before. At least I don't really... At least I haven't had one recently. Your job as devious milkshakes? Fair enough. I mean, maybe if you work in, like, fast food or something. Which I don't really know, but... I guess that makes sense. I forgot what I was meant to change here. Right, I meant to test if the timer would still kill the worm or not, which means I'm gonna have to dodge this attack forever. We have 20 seconds to time this out. Okay. Okay, so this actually does work. Timing out does not kill the boss. Good. Gonna have to catch up on chat again after this. Actually, I wonder. I implemented pausing. Okay, yeah. So, like, fun fact that I didn't convey very well in game. You can actually pause, just not while an attack is active. So, apparently it even works between boss phases, so that's good. Okay. And let's see this. Sometimes cookies and cream shake is also very good. Yes, I've had you love the you are here. Yeah, that was like a dumb like jerk that I just put in. So like this is I think this pause feature has been implemented forever, to be honest. And yeah, I just kind of put that there because I thought it was funny. But it's also useful because it shows you like where you should put your cursor before resuming. Because, you know, obviously, like if I quickly just beat this attack. So like you get away from the boss, like you see where the warning signs are. You like get away from the warning signs and then you pause. So that when you get back into the game, you know where to go. So you can just go back there. Now, of course, you could also use that to teleport, but I mean, that's not going to help you much when the attack hasn't started yet. So... But it's basically just to prevent a situation where, for an example, oh god. Actually, let's just see this. So, like, if you pause the game and, like, you didn't have this here, then, like, some people, they'd go off and do something else, then they'd have their mouse, like, up here, they'd unpause, and then, oh, that's actually where the attack is coming from. Whoops. So, it kind of helps prevent those mistakes. Alright, let me catch up on chat. You thought this emote had a gun. Nice. Ah. Alright, what's my favorite food of all time? I am a pasta enjoyer. And I mean, okay, there are two answers I could give here. Because there's a bunch of different types of pasta, right? So like one that I've had is I think called chicken Sonora pasta. Let me see if I can get an image of this. But even chicken Sonora pasta, that's like a bunch of ways to cook it. I could just describe it. So essentially, like you get... Or it'd probably be easier just to use an image as an example. Okay, hang on. Let me put this into Sprite. So, this is chicken Sonora pasta, kind of. So this is a way you can make it. Essentially, the way that I've had it is, so you have like a sort of cream cheese sauce, Then you have grilled chicken sliced up, kind of like this. You have spicy beans, and then you also have some like capsicum. I don't usually have it with tomatoes or spring onion, but yeah, it's pretty good. But anyway, um, I will now hide Ace Bright. Um, the other type of pasta that I really like is honestly just basic tomato pasta. So like, you know, the pasta noodles, like a tomato puree, like a bit of onion in there for flavor, but I typically strain out the onion because I don't like the texture. Like that's basically it. And of course cheese. Can't forget the cheese. But yeah, those are my favorite pasta foods and kind of my favorite foods in general. Alright, let's see. Catching up on chat more. You wonder what Raz emotes will be like. So funny you mentioned that. I was thinking, like, maybe soon, like, streaming, like, making emotes. Because, like, you get enough slots as an affiliate that I would kind of have to start making my emotes now, to be honest. Like, if I want them to be ready for whenever I get affiliate, I would have to start making my emotes now. Or, like, soon. Because I am getting closer. So, yeah, maybe soon I'll have some streams of that. Who knows? In the UK, most restaurants make candy milkshakes or favorite chocolate bars, for example. Interesting. Okay. The pause seems RP. Might have to nerf it. Kit Kats and shit. Yeah, okay, I'm glad y'all agree on pasta. So close to the right answer. I wonder what the right answer is. Hang on. Uh... Into noodles or tortellini? Not sure. I forget what tortellini means. Ooh. Okay, so if by with stuff in it, okay, so I'm not as big into like you know, tortellini and what would you call it? That's another one that we used to have. Yeah, ravioli, that's the one that I'm thinking of. Like, I feel like ravioli cooked correctly, it is good. Store-bought ravioli kinda sucks though, to be honest. That's the problem. Oh, also good night, Ichi. I'm seeing that you're heading out. Uh, I'm more into noodles though. But I'll have like basically any noodle. Yeah, especially dry or canned, exactly. Um, okay. Let's see. Drake, what are we feeling about lasagna? No! Okay, Ichi, I don't know if you're still here. You said I was so close to the right answer. If you mean lasagna as the right answer, I'm sorry, but I have to disagree. I cannot do lasagna. I'm sorry, it just something about lasagna, it like completely falls apart when you try to eat it or try to like cut it up at all. And it's kind of just like this big pasta cake. It's I don't know. I'm not too keen on it. I've had some good lasagna, but like the vast majority of lasagna that I have just isn't good to me. I am sorry. Yeah. Okay. Got 5 static at follow, 5 static tier 1, and 5 animated tier 1. Plus some slots for bits and higher tier. Ooh, okay. Think he bounced already? Yeah, I'm gonna have to send him a clip of this later or something. Then you unlock more slots with subs. Yeah. Pasta. Pasta with cheese or stuff. Yeah, okay, I already read that. Definitely would have yelled about lasagna if he was still here. Yeah. Okay, I am finally caught up on chat. Sorry. Let's see, sir. Yeah, I want to test this attack still. I feel like it might be too easy now, but I'm not sure. Have I tried making my own pasta? Yes. That's actually pretty much how I always make it. So, like, to be honest, I mean, I don't always make it, per se. So, like, the thing is, you know, I'm 19, I still live with my parents, so usually they make dinner. But yeah, they make it at home. I do know how to make tomato pasta. I don't know how to make the chicken Sonora pasta that I talked about earlier. But yeah, we always make it at home. Store-bought just isn't good. It sucks. Another type of pasta that I didn't even mention, like bolognese is a classic. I really like bolognese as well. And like, there's also a bunch of ways you can do bolognese. So like, I think the most common one is you use beef, but you can actually use like minced turkey as well. So that's something we have sometimes, is like bolognese with minced turkey. And that's pretty good. Yeah, pasta is just very diverse as well. So, yeah, definitely a pasta enjoyer. Did it? We do pop off sometimes in here, yes. Yeah, we make the noodles as well. Yeah. Well, okay, we don't make the noodles. Okay. I I now realize what you may be saying. We use like pre-made noodles. Like the ones that you got in like the bags. Yeah, so we don't make them completely from scratch. We essentially... I'm gonna have to get like an image for this again. But we essentially just... No, we don't do eggs and flour into pasta. We just get like the bags of like dry pasta that you can like boil. Gonna head to bed since it's super late yet again. Hope the game turns out well. Thank you for coming along. I honestly might just end the stream here anyway. We've been going for a little bit. I don't know. I feel like I could stream for longer hypothetically, but you know, obviously a lot of people need to head out, so we'll see if we have someone we can raid. Bedtime for you too soon, yeah. So like I want to try expanding into like longer streams soon, but for now, I mean, I'm kind of not gonna have a choice when when a bunch of events in June sort of start hitting. But for now, I'm gonna just save my voice. Let's see if we have anyone in software and game development we can raid. Because unfortunately, I don't really see anyone on my follow list to raid. Okay, yeah, I literally have no ideas. I mean, there is someone doing pixel art. Let's see. So this person's doing pixel animation. So I'm gonna... Yeah, we'll go raid this person. I've never seen this person, but hopefully they're cool. They seem to be animating, and that's sick. I'm not super good at animation, but that looks pretty good. So we will go raid the Whitechapel. Yeah. So I stream every Tuesday, Friday, Sunday at roughly this time. So I'll be back again in about 2 days or about 3 days. I don't know. There's going to be a gap of 2 days. I won't be streaming tomorrow or the day after, but I will be here on Friday. Well, probably for most people Thursday. Anyway. Yeah, for you it's Monday and Thursday. That makes sense. Yeah. Because of time differences. But yeah, same time as today. I'm just kind of talking in circles now, so yeah, let's go raid the White